Okay, so wait. Okay, so this is we already have a percentage increase, but using a different method. So the value of Frank house has gone up by 20% in the last year. If the house was worth at 150,000 in a year, sorry, wait, there is someone waiting in the lobby. Okay, if the house was worth 150,000 1 year ago, how much it's worth now? As you know, the original will always be equals to how many if original? Original will always equals to how many percent if original? Anyone know?
100%.
Yeah, the original is 100% and it has gone up by 20%. So it means, wait, the original is 100%, it's gone up by 20%. So now in total will be how many percent? 120.
120.
Yeah, it will be 120%. So I can use this method. I don't have to find the 20% out of $150 and then a $150,000 and then you add it. You can directly use the 120 times with $150,000. Later the answer will be the same still. Okay, this is the example. Still continue. So 120% I change it into a into a decimal number. I change it into 1.2. So it means the $150,000 I will multiply it by 1.2 or you can just multiply it with 120%. So later the final price for the house it will be $180,000. If you do not believe, maybe we can check using the previous way. If I want to find the 20% first, so 20% out of $150,000, it will be $30,000. So the final price, it will be $150,000. We plus it with $30,000. The final answer, it will be $180,000. Okay, is there anyone having any confusion in here? Or my explanation is still not clear? My voice laggy or something? Is there anyone want to ask me any question? No? Okay. How about the others? Are you guys having any question? No? Okay, if you have no question, I will continue to the next one. Later, if you think you have any question, feel free to ask me. You can unmuting yourself or you can message me privately. I will not mention your name if you message me privately because maybe you don't want your friends know that you're having any difficulties. So please feel free to ask me whenever you have any question. Most of you already turning on the camera. It's only 8 or 9 students who still keep the camera on. Okay then. Okay. This is I'm going to find this method that we use. We usually call it as multiplier for percentage increase. So it's the original is 100% and it's increased by 10%. So the final it will be 110%. The 110% we change it into a decimal, it will be 1.1. Now, if I have this percentage, 25%, anyone want to help me to tell what number that I need to use to multiply later on? If it is 25%. Hello? Sorry?
1.25.
Yeah, 1.25. Is there anyone who get confused still? Yes, it will be 1.25. Now, if I have another number, another percent. Oops, sorry. Yeah, it's already visible. I have 17%. As I told you, the original is always 100% and it says increase. Increase, it means we need to add it. The original for the second row, the normal is 100%. It's increased by 25%. So it means 100 plus it by 25. It will be 125%. The 125%, if I change it into a decimal, it will be 1.25. Now, if it is 17%, original is always 100, it's increased. So 100 plus 17, it will be 117%. 117%, we change it into a decimal, it will be 1.17. Is there anyone still having difficulties on these 3 rows or anything that I need to repeat? No? Okay. If you think nothing is confusing, I will continue if 1%. Anyone want to help me to find if 1%?
1.01.
Good job, Pipi. Yes, it will be 1.01. Correct? Now, if I have 5%, what number it will be?
1.05.
Okay, good job, Srini. Now, if I have 33.5%, what number it will be that I will use to multiply?
1.335.
Okay, good job. Is there anyone who get confused? If anyone have any confusion, feel free to ask. Do not stay quiet, yeah? If not, I have the... Don't understand. Oh, okay,
What
then.
is this?
This is the other method to find the final value where after we give the the number got the percentage increase. Percentage okay. So the original number, if we change it into percentage, it will always equals to 100%. Do you agree, Dave, or disagree? Agree, right? Original number will always equals to 100%. Now it says that the value is getting the percentage increase. Because getting the percentage increase, it means the value will be getting higher. So the original was 100%. Now it's increased by 5%. So it means 100%, I plus it with 5%. In total, it will be 105%. The 105%
Teacher, understand.
will be
No.
okay. The 105% will be the last value after the value got the percentage increase. The 105% we change it into a decimal number. So the decimal number in here we call it as multiplier for percentage increase. So now if you have no one have any difficulties, I already have the multiplier. Can you tell me what is the percentage increase?
7%.
Okay, good job. Good job, 7%. Wait. Okay, now the last question. If it is 1.243 for the multiplier, how many is the percentage increase?
124.3%.
No. Percentage increase.
24.3.
Yeah, 24.3%. Because percentage increase, not the final percentage. Okay, is there anyone still having any difficulties here? No? Okay,
No,
if you
teacher.
have no difficulties, then I will continue to the next slide. About the example using the percentage increase using the multiplier way. For me, this is easier, but if later you feel comfortable with the previous way, it's okay to keep using the previous method. Yeah, this is the increase by 60%. So the original is 100. 100 plus 60, it will be equals to 160. So the final price from 50 pounds, if we increase by 60%, it will be 160% out of 50 pounds. Or we can multiply it with 1.6. So the answer, it will be 80 pounds. Now if I have 86 pounds increased by 7%, can you tell me the multiplier that I will use to multiply it?
1.07.
Yeah, 1.07. So it will be 1.07 times with the 86 pounds. So it will be 92.02 pounds. Is there anyone having difficulties or getting confused still? Is there anyone? No? Okay. If you have no confusion, I will move to the percentage decrease using the multiplier method again. So in here, we already have the Walkman price, which is equals to $75. Oops, sorry. Can I go for a while to charge my laptop? For a while. Sorry, it's running out of the battery. I'll be back soon. Wait. Okay, hello, I'm back. Okay, sorry for leaving you for a while. Okay. Okay, for now, I'll continue. Sorry. So we already have the price for the Walkman, which is $75, and then it's reduced by 30% in a sale. You know, the original price, it will be always equals to 100%, and it's already cut by 30%. So now it will be only left over as 70%, like this. Is there anyone who get confused if I display like this? Or is there anyone who get confused? No? Yeah, the original price, it will always equals to 100%, and it's reduced by 30%. 100 minus 30, it will be equals to 70. So now the final price, it will be only 70% out of the original price. Okay, so we can calculate it as 70% of $75. It will be 0.7 times 75, which is equals to $52.5. Is there anyone having any confusion so far before we find the multiplier? Is there anyone? No? Okay. If no one asks me any questions, so I will assume that none of you having any question. So in here, I have the 10% as the percentage decrease. As you know, the original will be always equals to 100%. 100 minus 10, it will be equals to 90%. The 90%, I change it into a decimal to make it as a multiplier. So it will be 0.9. Okay, so now if I have 25%, can you tell me what is the multiplier that I will use?
1.25.
1 point. It's percentage decrease.
Oh.
Decrease.
0.25.
Are you sure? Are you sure? The
I don't know.
original will always equals to 100. 100 decreased by 25%.
0.75.
So 100 minus 25 is 75. So it will be 0.75. Like this. Is there anyone who's still confused? If you're still confused, it's okay to ask. I will repeat it again. No? If you have no confusion, then I will move
Teacher.
to the... Yes, yes.
Should we always do this step or we can use the other
You
step?
can use the other steps. You can use the other steps, but later when we have the reverse or reverse percentage, this method will be helping you. So that's why I introduced this method first before we do the reverse percentage. Because if reverse percentage, we already have the final value. And the final value, we have the percentage increase or percentage decrease. We have to find the original. So it means we have to change the final value into any multiplier like this. That's why I need to discuss it with you how to find the multiplier. If later you want to find the final value using the percentage increase and percentage decrease using the method that we discussed yesterday, it's okay. You don't have to use this method. This is just like also introduction before we continue to the next subchapter. Okay. So is there anyone having any questions so far? No? Okay. If no question, I have 17%. Can you help me the multiplier? What is the multiplier in here? If 70%, 17%, I mean.
0.83.
Yeah, it will be 0.83, correct. Now if I have 1%,
0.99.
yes, it will be 0.99. Wait, so, okay, now if I have 5%, how many it will be?
0.95.
0.95.
Okay, good job, good job, good job. 33.5%.
0.665. Yeah.
Yeah, 0.665, correct. Now if I have 0.97, what is the percentage?
7%.
7%.
Okay, good job. I have 0.76.
24%.
Okay, so I hope you have no difficulties. Or is there anyone having any difficulties? No? Okay. If you have no difficulties, I will continue to the next one. So this is the example of using the percentage decrease. Oopsie. Okay, now I have 65 pounds decreased by 20%. So later the final value, it will be how many percent out of 65 pounds? Or what multiplier do I have to use to find the final price?
0.8.
Yeah, okay. So it will be 80% times 65 pounds or 0.8 times 65, which is equals to, where is my slide? Yeah, sorry, my slide was laggy. So it will be equals to 52. And then later for the 320 pounds,
0.97.
yeah, it will be 0.97. Is there anyone having any difficulties still or getting confused? Is there anyone? No? Or have?
Teacher, if in the test, do they actually really do they specify which step do you need to use or something like do they really ask like if for example they need the percentage for some reason so you have to 97 per 100 times 320 or do they not specify the step and you can choose your
You
own?
can choose your own. It's okay. You can choose. If you want to keep it as a percentage 97 per 100, it's also okay. When we already write 90%, it's mean we already know it's 0.97. Percentage, there will be having any from percentage, we can change it into a fraction, we can change it into a decimal. There will be like equivalent value, right? So it's okay if you want to keep it as 0.97. You don't have to keep it always as 97%. It's mean I have to do 97 per 100. You don't have to, because they are equivalent. Okay. Is there anyone having any question or difficulties so far? Anyone? No? Okay. If no one have question, you can open your textbook. Okay. Open your textbook, page 47. A farmer increased the yield on his farm by 15%. If I'm going to use the previous method that we just learned, not the yesterday method, can you help me? What multiplier do I have to use to multiply the 6,500, or how many percent do I have to use to multiply?
0.85.
0 point how many? Are you sure? Increase. Increase.
Oh, 1.15.
Nah, read the question properly. If it is usually in the percentage, the problem is not the way you calculate, but the problem is on the way you reading the question, on the word problem. That's usually the silly mistake that I found when I teaching the grade 9 for these 2 years. So 1.15, we multiplied by how many? 6, like this, yeah. How many it will be?
7,475.
7,475, is it? Or did I misheard something?
Yes, teacher, it is.
Okay. Is there anyone who have any difficulties or getting confused in here? If you want to use the previous method, it's also okay. So it means we have to find the 50% out of 6,500. How many is it? If 5%, 15% of 6,500, it will be how many? The answer will be the same later on. Just want to show all of you if this method or the previous method is the same will be having the same final answer.
So teacher, basically,
Mhm.
if we use the 15% and then we
Yeah.
plus it with the original, it's the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same. But what do you think? Which one is the easier? Which one is the shorter way to answer the question? Which one is easier? Which one is shorter way? It will be depend on you. For me, to find the multiplier, it will be easier because it's only like one step and it will be done. But if using like this, it's also not wrong. But sometimes when you make a silly mistake on a multiplication, 15% times 650, later for the final answer for the when you do addition, also it will be a wrong number. So as long as you have no silly mistake, you do not making any silly mistake, either way is fine. So is there anyone having any question or getting confused? I'm not forcing all of you to do this multiplier method just for today. Let us using this multiplier method because for the next subject we will going to use the multiplier thingy. So is there anyone having any question at the question 6? Question 5, sorry. Is there anyone having any question?
No, teacher.
No, okay.
No teacher.
Yes, please answer me if you have any question or no question. Oops, sorry. The annotation gone. Sorry. Later I will share the recording to you. Okay, for the question 6, the cost of a computer in a computer store is reduced by 12.5%. Can you help me to find the multiplier?
0.875.
0.875. The 0.875 we multiplied by 7,800. How many it will be?
$6,825.
6,800 and
Five.
not okay. Is there anyone having any different answer or get confused?
Same answer, teacher.
Same answer. Okay. If you have no question, I will move to the question 7. A winter coat is priced at $100. In a sale, its price is reduced by 25%. So what is the sale price of the coat?
Dollars.
Huh?
20.
How many?
$75.
Okay, good job. $75. Is there anyone who gets confused? No?
Getting confused.
No? Okay. If you no one have no confusion, then I will move to the question 7b. After the sale, its price is increased by
$100.
huh? No,
The
no,
answer is
no.
$100.
No, no, no.
125.
Not
The answer
125.
six.
No.
The answer is 6,825.
No.
6,825.
Read the question. After
3.75.
the sale, after the sale, the price is increased. So it means the answer will never be less than 75 because it's increased. If I use the multiplier method, so I will use the 1.25.
93.75.
Yeah, 1.25 we multiplied by after the sale. After the sale. So we take the 100 or we take the 75. What do you think?
75.
Yeah,
75.
75. Because after the sale. So it will be 93.75. Is there anyone who get confused or getting any difficulties now?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, if you have no question, I will continue to the next one. To the question 8. A farmer takes 250 chicken to be sold at market. In the first hour, he sells 8% of his chickens. In the second hour, he sells 10% of those were left. How many chicken has he sold in total? If there is something like this, we need to read it one by one and solve it one by one. So we solve it from in the first hour, he sells at 8% of his chicken. So how many chicken that he already sell?
Chickens.
Chicken, yeah.
20 chickens.
How many? 20.
20
Okay,
chickens.
20 chicken. Okay. This is the first one is 20 chicken. And then for the next sentence, in the second hour, he sells 10% of those were left. So how many that is left?
20 to 130. So 23.
Okay. Is there anyone who get confused to get 23?
No, teacher.
Teacher.
So, okay, if you get confused, this is 450, right? Before.
Yeah.
And then it's already get sold by 20. So, it means now become the one that is left. Now, it's only 230, right? It will
Yeah.
be
Yes, teacher.
230. 250 minus 20, it will be equals to 230. He sells 10% of those who are left. The leftover is 230. So 10% out of 230, it will be 23. So for the question A, how many chicken he has sold in total? It will be 230 plus, before it was 20, yeah, 20 plus it with 23. So it will be 43
Percent
chicken.
of total.
Is it? Or did I make a wrong calculation in here?
Yeah, 43, teacher.
Okay. For the question B, what percentage of the original number did he manage to sell in 2 hours?
17.2%.
How did you get 17%?
43 out of 250
Yeah,
times 100.
43 out of 250 times it with 100%. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe my explanation is still too confusing or something? Is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused?
No, teacher.
No? Okay. For sure, no confusion? Okay. If you have no confusion, let us move to the next question. Yeah. Oopsie. Yeah. For the question 9. The number of fish on a fish farm increased by approximately
The nearest 100 is 400.
400. How did you get 400?
Because 350 is to the nearest 100.
No. Read the question properly. Calculate the nearest 100. How many fish there would be after 12 months? So he asks you to run off into one to the nearest 100 after it is increased for 12 months. In each month, it's increased by 10%. So can you help me? What is the how many fish will be there in the first month? You think the multiplier will be easier for this question?
350, 10% of 350 is
Yeah.
35.
I will use the multiplier, yeah. Okay, how many it will be?
Teacher, if you use multiplier better. Teacher, I said 350 times 1.1 power 12.
Yeah,
So it
you
will
can be
faster.
1 power 12. Why power 12? Because if I go to the second month, yeah, I will use that way, but one by one. So second month, it will be 1.1 times the previous one. The previous one is 385. If I want to break down the 385, I can do 1.1 times, this is the 38.5. I got it from 1.1 times with 350. So in here, I got it that the 1.1, there are two 1.1. So I can say it's 1.1 square times with 350. Second month, the 1.1 is to the power of 2. First month, the 1.1 is to the power of 1. So it means later for the 12th month, the 1.1, it will be to the power of 12. We multiply it with 350. How many it would be? How many it will be?
I think we'll
Teacher, I directly rounded off, so 1100.
Yeah. Can you tell me the exact number first before we run off into that
I think it was
110?
1098 or something. I didn't write
Yeah,
it
yeah.
down.
Okay. Is there yeah, it's about the 1100, right? The final answer when we run off into the nearest 100. That's correct. Is there anyone having any questions so far? Or maybe my explanation is still confusing at question 9? Please let me know if you have any questions still. Do not stay quiet. Hello, is there anyone having any questions still?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You have any question? Okay.
Question.
Okay, wait, let me explain again. If using the multiplier, do you have any question? Like for the first month, I do the 1.1 times 350. Do you have any question? Anyone?
Okay.
If for the first month, to find the how many chicken will be in the first month, I do it at 1.1 times 350. Do you have any question if I use that method? If I wrote it in that way? Because it says increase about 10%. The original is always 100%. 100 plus 10, it will be 110%. 110%, I can make it into a decimal, become 1.1. So later, for the second month, I will do 1.1 from the previous chicken. The previous chicken on the first month, I got it as 380. So at the second month, it means the 1.1, I will multiply it by 385. I think the 385, we can break down into 1.5 times 350, right? Based on the calculation that we got on the first month. On the first month, we have that the 1.5 times 350 will be equals to 385. That's why in here, the 385, I change it into 1.1 times 350. Now from this one, from this place, the 1.1 times 1.1 times 350, I see there are two numbers of 1.1. There are two numbers of 1.1. It is second month. There are two numbers of 1.1 that I will multiply with 350. If first month, there is one number of 1.1 that I need to multiply with 350. So later, if I want to find the 12 months, it means there will be 12 number of 1.1. We need to multiply them and multiply it with 350. That's why later when you do, you can use a calculator. The final answer, you will round it off to the nearest 100. That's why it will be 1,100 chickens. Is it helping or still confused?
Teacher.
Yes, yes.
If approximately 10%, teacher. So it is not actually 10%.
Yeah, it's not actually 10%. But the question is not asking the upper bound and lower bound. So just use
Okay.
the 10%.
Oh, so
Yeah.
example 10% 35, teacher.
10% of
35
35,
times
yeah,
12.
35. Sorry?
35 times 12. 10 plus
35,
with
no.
350.
Because in each month, in each month,
Oh,
in each
yeah. So
month, not every month.
example the first month, example the first month 350 then become 385, teacher. So
Yes,
the next
correct.
month 10% of 385, teacher.
Yes, correct. So you calculate 10% of 385, you plus them. Second month, you have to find 10% of the previous month that you have. Do like that continuously until you get it until 12 months. After you get the 12 months, round off the final answer that you got to the nearest 100. Okay, is there anyone having questions still? Hello? It's already time's up. Yeah, it's already time's up, I guess. Okay, I think that's all for today's class. Later when maybe about at 3 p.m. I will upload the homework. The homework is about guessing the cheapest destination to spend the holiday. Later I will send you the detail. There are Thailand, Hawaii, and so on. It's already time's up. Later you can read it by yourself. If you have any question, feel free to ask me through the Google Classroom. I think that's all for today's class. Good afternoon and thank you, students.
Bye, teacher. Bye.
Good afternoon, thank you, teacher.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye.